I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
Yo, this is crazy, y'all. We in the arena. Okay, I can't explain to you the level that is. This place is gonna be packed with the children of the Lord shouting in one word and one name to them all.
On Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown, we're going to be holding the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Nas a jigger ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my mother.
We're going to be located at the Westchester County Center, 198 Central Ave, White Plains, New York, 10606. $100 for all adults 17 and over. Kids are for free. Start sending in your funds today. For booking information, check us out on the I.S.U.P.K 51st Annual Passover Facebook page. More updates will be available soon. Last but not least, Israel, Commandant General Yahanna will be accepting the men willing to stand for the Hebrew Academy 2021. The Lord's 51st Annual Passover.
And this Black History Month, man, is a tragic month for St. Paul's Boulevard, man. Go ahead. You go and step down, brother. It's a tragic month, man. As we in Black History Month, they always do this to black people, man. In the dead of winter, in every black, Hispanic, and Native American community, they always come up with some plan to make black people homeless in the dead of winter, man. Here it is, February, 30-something goddamn degrees outside, and the white man here is planning to evict all black people out of St. Paul's Boulevard, man. They taking brothers and sisters' homes, man. This city, 98% African American. 98%. That means it's all damn near all black people born and raised in this city. And now they're gonna build casinos in the city and kick all black people out before they build the casinos, man. Who here heard of Atlantic City? Y'all heard of Atlantic City, man? Well, Atlantic City, New Jersey, who here heard of the boardwalk? And circus. You heard of that, right, brother? The brother said he heard of it. The brother said he heard of it, not this all. The brother said he heard of it over there. He said he heard of it. Do you know what used to be in Atlantic City, brother? You said you heard of the boardwalk. The Atlantic City, before they built that boardwalk, it was all black businesses, man. It was cities with black shops, black stores, black everything, all down in New Jersey. And you know what happened? The United States government and the mafia wanted to bring gambling to New Jersey, and they murdered black people, knocked down our homes, and built the boardwalk and all those casinos, man. And right now here in Norfolk, Virginia, the same white man is planning to knock down black people's homes and build goddamn casinos, man. History repeats itself. In this Black History Month, we living and repeating history over and over again. And it's the fault of disgusting traitors like Martin Luther King that this keeps happening to our people, man.
Right.
These Christian preachers like Martin Luther King, they told us to join America, they told us to vote, they told us to march. How long black people have been marching? The Civil Rights Movement, 60 years started, man, 60 years ago. Do you know they was marching for equality 60 years ago with Martin Luther King? Don't you know the Virginia Congressional Black Caucus to this very day is still working on legislation to get equal rights in the state of Virginia for black people? That means 60 years have went by of black people marching and begging and hoeing and kissing behind and loving the white man and joining America and fighting in his militaries and aborting our babies and selling this dope and hating and killing each other. 60 years have went by, and black man in America, your black leaders still fighting to get equal rights to the white man. 60 years have went by. Do you know before that fight to get equal rights started, you know black people had black businesses, right? You know St. Paul's Boulevard was 100% African American. You know that, right? Now it's getting ready to be 0% African American now that our slave master is going to put in a goddamn casino just like they did in Atlantic City, New Jersey, man. Martin Luther King is the reason we have this problem. If it were not for Christian preachers and Martin Luther King, these buildings in the black community should all be owned by black people. And because Martin Luther King told us to integrate a rich black man like Jay-Z, who's a billionaire, a rich black man like Tiger Woods, a rich black man like P. Diddy, a rich black man like Lil Wayne, a rich black man like Allen Iverson, who's from Virginia, and Pharrell Williams, who's from Virginia, and Missy Elliott, who's from Virginia, and what's the brother, Chris Brown, who's from Virginia. Rich black men and women worth hundreds of millions of dollars take all of the wealth that they gain and they abandon the black community to leave our people homeless, man.
Right.
That's the fault of Martin Luther King. That's the fault of integration. Before integration, they would have no choice but to keep their hundreds of millions of dollars in the black community where they had to hire your sons and daughters, where they had to hire your mothers and fathers. And you know what would happen? They would work for Pharrell Williams and Missy Elliott and Timberland and Chris Brown, and they would have never started selling crack. They would have never started selling heroin. They would have never had to become strippers. They would have never became prostitutes. They would have also never got the AIDS that came with being prostitutes. They would have never got the murder and the life sentences that came with selling dope and running the streets trying to survive, because all of the wealth in the black community would have stayed with us had not Martin Luther King told us to integrate. He's a traitor to our people, man.
Right.
And these disgusting Christian preachers teach black people that after 60 years of goddamn failure, that we should still continue to beg our oppressor for equal goddamn rights.
Right.
The Chinese in America spreading the coronavirus all over the earth. They say 300 Chinese die a day. They got 3 cities quarantined in China with over 60 million people with a disease that kills 300 people every day. But America and the police and immigration customs enforcement only harass Hispanics, Haitians, and West Indians, and not the Asians. Why is that? Because our people did something God told us not to do, which was join our enemies, man. Read that.
4 and 34.
You understand? That's what the Lord is bringing out. Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 34. Say, trim now. Wait, okay, take me to 2 and 33 then, man. That's what the Lord want our people to bring out. You understand? The Lord got a question, man. The Lord has a question for our people, man. We traded all of the love that we had for each other, all of the compassion that we had for each other. We traded all of that for what? So that we can vote? Before you had the right to vote, black man, there was black neighborhoods with black fathers and black mothers in the black house without crack, weed, heroin, or life without parole. That's what we had before we had the right to vote. Before the right to vote, your black sons were safe around other black men. Now, black men murder each other. Now that you can vote, now that you're a Democrat, now that you're a Republican, man. We didn't have cancer like this before we integrated. We didn't have AIDS like this before integration. We weren't homeless like this before integration. Black people got together and built houses for each other. Your sons and daughters don't even know how to build a house anymore. All of the skills and the labor and the ability that our people had and mastered all throughout the 40s, 50s, and 60s, the babies they had in integration in the 80s, none of that information got passed down. None of it. The plumbers, the electrician, the pipe welding, none of that got passed down. It all died when we integrated, man. How to raise a family, how to be a husband, how to be a mother, how to settle differences between each other without killing each other. All of that died with integration, man. And it's the fault of these damn preachers, man.
Right.
Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore,
Hold on, slow down. Read that again.
why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
God is asking a question. Why did you trim your ways to seek love, man? Why did you trim your ways, black man? If you go back and look, you see black people wearing their natural hair. Black women with your natural afros, your natural curls, and you were happy. You smiled more. You danced better. You had more health. We were in better shape. We didn't have all of these fibroids and thyroids and uterine problems and obesity. We didn't have all of these problems, man. We were healthy. Our kids was alive. They wasn't killing each other. God said, why did you change yourself to seek love from your slave master? God want to know, why did you do it? He made you the greatest people on the face of the earth. Why did you cut your ways off to seek love from the devil that the Bible speaks of, man?
Right.
God want to know, why did you do it? Read on.
Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
God said you trim your ways to seek love, man. And you taught the wicked people your ways, man. You taught white people how to box and bob and weave and stick and move like a black man. Now they all in the UFC fighting like black men. White men used to fight with their hands out like this. Now they bobbing and weaving and slipping and jabbing and moving because you taught them this, black man. You taught them this. Salaki, brother. You taught them rock and roll. You taught them jazz. You taught them how to play instruments and the guitar and the trumpet and the rap and the sing and blues and R&B. You taught this to your oppressor. Why did you trim your ways to seek love and teach white boys how to dance like a black woman? How to rap like a black man? I seen disgusting Chinese man with tattoos all over his face, rapping and pointing his fingers, trying to look like a brother. It's disgusting. I see disgusting Asians trying to dress like they Hispanic gang members. The police illegally confiscate our Hispanic brothers' lowriders, and all the disgusting Japanese steal them and take them over to Japan where they pretend to be pretend to be Hispanic gang members, man. That's what happened. God said, why did you change yourself to seek love from your slave master? You used to be the mother, black woman, a beautiful sister, with your beautiful sons and your beautiful daughters, your beautiful black babies with your beautiful braids and your beautiful afros, man. Wonderful, loving families. And you cut that off so you can sit in the white man's office, man. So you can sit at his desk. So you can get hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt while you murdered your babies with abortions, man.
Right.
Why did you trim your ways to seek love? Why did you kill your babies to become a part of America?
Right.
We used to love each other, man. Brothers used to give each other the pound, man. Brothers used to say, what's going on, brother, man? Brothers used to grow their afros, man. Keep their beards on their face, man. Now black men is doing what? Killing each other? We trimmed our ways to be like the white man, to be Dirty Harry, to be John Gotti, to be the shotter, to be the #1 murderer, to be a dope dealer. We trimmed everything about ourselves to seek love from our oppressor, man.
Right.
And you taught him how to pretend to be you.
Right.
Now he want to pretend to be you.
Right.
He want to dance like you.
Right.
He want to move into the neighborhood and be one of the boys from the block.
Right.
He want to be a Crip like you,
Right.
or blood like you, or a gang member like you, or smoke black and miles like you, or dance like you, or get cornrows like you. Damn right.
If I could, what the brother said is so absolutely right, man. They want to be just like the black man so much. Like, I go up to Brooklyn every once in a while. As soon as a brother get off at 278, the Brooklyn Queens Expressway, I see coffee shops and white people walking around with their dogs at 1 in the morning. Why is that? Because they want to push themselves in your communities and get all the glory, man. Brooklyn used to be black. They try to get on the other side of St. Paul and make that white too, man. The white man want to be everywhere you went, but don't want none of the goddamn curses, man. The white man call himself a Jew, but they ain't got none of the goddamn reverb of that, man. The white man is the devil of the earth, man. Our oppressors wants your flavor, your style, but he doesn't want none of the goddamn dirt that we living in, man.
God, get a captain, a powerful hand, man. A powerful hand. Fold him in here. A powerful hand, man. That's heavy when he bring it out, man. Look at what happened to us, black man. You used to be the most respected man on the planet Earth. They looked at every black man like Mike Tyson, man. Full of power, full of strength. Your Young brothers, black men, you used to be covered in muscles, man. Lifting weights, bench press, pull-ups, running track. They flooded dope in our community. Brothers don't even lift weights no more, man. Young brothers used to look like goddamn Mr. Olympia, lifting 200 and 300 pounds of weights, 15, 16 pumping on. Brothers strung out on drugs now, man. Strung out on pills now. Drinking goddamn corn syrup now. They're getting high lifestyle. That's the white man's culture. Right. How did you end up with it? Right. How did you trim your ways from being a righteous soul brother that's all about the people and the community to a selfish nigga that'll kill anybody and sell dope to anybody? How did that happen? Because we joined our slave master. We trimmed our ways to seek love. We sought to get and be hand in hand with our oppressor, like Martin Luther King said, and it turned us into animals. It taught black women that to get a career, you gotta murder your baby. And what career did you get? Now that you had an abortion, what did you do? You a goddamn security guard like everybody else. You work at the grocery store like everybody else. You're driving buses like everybody else. You're doing the same job you would have had had you not murdered your babies, but they ran game on you, making you think that you would be a part of America. Like you was gonna live some lavish life. They told you to be Marilyn Monroe and Sex in the City and Women Down on Loose, and you bought it hook, line, and sinker. They told her with the feminist movement, right, Tazi? They told her with the feminist movement, you gonna be in charge. No man gonna tell you what to do. And now look at you. You got kids, you can't control your kids. Your son getting molested by everybody. He in the street shooting everybody. Your daughter's sliding down the damn stripper pole, falling out of the damn ceiling because you don't know how to raise her. The product of Christianity. You in charge of the family, got all the money in the black community, everybody taking your money. You got a house, you're scared to be in a house by yourself. You got a car, you don't know how to take care of the car. You got kids, you don't know how to raise the kids. You're getting sick, you're scared to death. A phone call or knock at the door, you're scared to death. You're so lonely, you gonna go and find a woman and try to make another woman your man and be a damn lesbian. You used to be the most feminine woman on the planet. Now look at you. Now look what America has done, how it's destroyed you, man. How it turned black women against each other, man. This sisterhood was a precious thing to black women in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. And being integration, now you want to be the top diva. Now you and your sister fighting and killing each other, competing for the top spot. Why y'all both destroy each other, man? Why y'all both end up with herpes all over your body, following hot girl summer, trying to be Megan Thee Stallion, destroying our people, man.
I.S.U.P.K. presents the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. We in the arena. Okay, I can't explain to you the level that is. This place is gonna be packed with the children of the Lord shouting in one word and one name to him all.
On Thursday, April 9th, 2020 at sundown, we're going to be holding the Lord's 51st annual Passover.
I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Naza Jigga ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my mother.
We're going to be located at the Westchester County Center, 198 Central Ave, White Plains, New York, 10606. $100 for all adults 17 and over. Kids are for free. Start sending in your funds today. For booking information, check us out on the I.S.U.P.K 51st Annual Passover Facebook page. More updates will be available soon. Last but not least, Israel, Commandant General Yohanna will be accepting the men willing to stand for the Hebrew Academy 2021. The Lord's 51st Annual Passover.